Welcome viewers, welcome to Udayanath Autonomous College of Science and Technology. So today's class will be about transmission impairment. This is all about your networking class. Introducing myself, Sangam Malla, working as head of the department of ITM. So in today's class we will be discussing about the concept of transmission impairment. What are the concepts of transmission impairment? What is transmission impairment? We will be discussing in today's class. So moving on to the transmission impairment definition, so you must be knowing about analog signals and digital signals. So before moving to transmission impairment, let's have a view on what do you mean by analog signal and what do you mean by digital signal. By simple definition, the signal which is continuous in nature is called as analog signal, and which has discrete nature is called as your digital signal. That means analog signal has a continuous flow of receiving the input and also giving the output in a continuous mode, whereas in digital signal the input will be in discrete form and the output will also be in the discrete form. So moving to transmission impairment, analog signals consist of varying a voltage with time to represent an information stream. If the transmission media were perfectly, the receiver could receive exactly the same signal that the transmission sent. That means what? In simple words, I can say that transmission impairment refers to the obstruction or the problems we face while transmitting the signals from one end to another end. All the obstructions or whatever problems the user face while transmitting the signal or receiving the signal, we call it as a transmission impairment. So communications lines are usually not perfect, the received signal is not the same as the transmitted signal. For digital data, the difference can lead to errors. That means whatever errors we find or whatever mistake or whatever obstruction or whatever problems we face while transmitting the signals or while communicating with each other during the during transmitting the signals, we call it as transmission impairments. So it is broadly divided into 4 categories. You can see that the first one is your attenuation, next one is your delay distortion, third one is your noise, and fourth one is your crosstalk. So these are the 4 major problems that we face in the transmission impairment. So now you can clearly see that it is all the problems or it is all the obstructions that we face while sending or receiving the signal. So moving on to each point, we will be discussing about each point elaborately. So moving on to the first point, that is your attenuation. So you can clearly see over here, it is the loss of energy as the signal propagates outward. The amount of energy depends on the frequency. If the attenuation is too much, the receiver may not be able to detect the signal at all, or the signal may fall below the noise level. For reliable communication, the attenuation and delay over the range of frequency of transmission should be constant. So what do you mean by attenuation? So attenuation, as the definition suggests, that attenuation is simply the loss of energy while the signal or the wave is moving. That means suppose I am talking to you, obviously, or I am taking a class. So obviously when I speak up, the first bencher will listen my voice clearly, then my voice will decrease for the second bench, again it will decrease for the third bench, and gradually it goes on decreasing, and at a particular point my voice will not be audible to any of the student. So why is this happening? It is happening because there is a loss of energy in the wave. That means whatever voice or whatever energy it is taking from the wave, it goes on decreasing. So at a particular point, the whole wave or the whole energy becomes 0. So this is known as your attenuation. That means the wave moves and it goes on decreasing the energy level. You can clearly see the picture over here. Here is the wave, what we are sending, but actually the wave is moving in this way. That means the wave is decreasing. You can clearly see over here, over the image, that the signal is moving over here, then it is decreasing, again it is decreasing, then again it is decreasing. You can see the slope over here. So here it has the maximum energy, then it has been decreased to this point, then it has been decreased to this point, and it goes on. So what happens, at a particular point it becomes 0. Why it is becoming 0? It is becoming 0 because the energy level goes on decreasing. So at a particular point the whole wave will become 0, it will have no energy at all. So this process or this problem is termed as your attenuation. Next we will be discussing about delay distortion. You can clearly see that the second transmission impairment is delay distortion. So communication line have distributed inductance and capacitance which distort the amplitude of signals and also delay the signals at different frequencies by different amounts. It is caused by the fact that different Fourier components travel at different speed. For digital data, fast components from one bit may catch up and overtake slow component from bit ahead, mixing the two bits and increasing the probability of incorrect reception. So what do you mean by delay distortion? So the word simplifies the definition. Delay means delay in the work or delay in the transmission. So actually what happens, let us say an example, suppose you are watching a movie. So the movie is being transmitted from the transmitter. So the transmitter sends the audio signal and video signal separately. So our antenna or our aerial receives the audio signal and receiver signal simultaneously, and they play the sound or the video simultaneously. But maybe during the transmitting, suppose there is a voltage fluctuation. So either the audio signal or video signal, one of the signal gets slower as compared to the other signal. So what happens, you must have seen in a movie or in a advertisement or in a serial that there is a delay in between the audio signal and video signal. Suppose the lip sync is coming first, then the audio is coming, or the audio is coming first, then the lip sync is coming. So this is called as your delay distortion. That means the signals which we were transmitting or the signals which were transmitted have a gap in between them, so that they were not received simultaneously. So this term is known as your delay distortion. You can clearly see the image over here. We have a composite signal over here. That means suppose let us say this is an audio signal, this is an video signal, and this is the carrier signals which carry the signals. So actually the signal is this one, which is called as your composite signal at the sender side, but during the receiver side, at the receiver side you can clearly see what are the results. You see this one, composite signal has been varied from the original signal. This is the original signal and delay distortion has brought this one. So you can see the difference between these two signals, that is the signal, composite signal at the sender side and the composite signal at the receiver side. You can clearly see that the signal has been changed from this posture to this posture. So this is the final signal which we got from the delay distortion. So the original signal has been converted to the delay distortion signal. So this is all about your delay distortion. Is moving to the next transmission impairment, that is your noise. So you can clearly see over here, noise is a third impairment. It can be defined as unwanted energy from sources other than the transmitter. So thermal noise is caused by the random motion of the electrons in a wire and it is unavoidable. So what do you mean by noise? So actually noise are of different types. Suppose for example, let us say I am talking with my friend over the phone and there is a band party going by my side. So there is a noise, so there is a lot of noise and my voice is not audible to my friend and his voice is not audible to me. But this noise, the outer side noise, is not considered as the communication noise. Then what noise we are considering over here? That is the noise that comes from the, that is termed as your thermal noise, which is caused by the flow of electrons in the wire. That term is called as your noise. That means whenever you are taking your landline phone or you are talking to a friend, at that time there are some noise which comes from the back side. This noise is coming because there is a thermal noise. This is termed as your thermal noise, which is caused by the flow of electrons in the wire. You can clearly see the image over here, which I have given over here. You can see the data transmitted are this one. That means the pictorial representation of the data is here. That means this is the signal which is flowing, this is the data which we are giving, and this is the noise which is flowing in the wire. That means the three things are flowing in a wire. That means the data which we are transmitting, the signal which is taking the data, and the noise which is also flowing in the signal. So, you can clearly see the next step, that is a signal plus noise. That means the signal is this one and the noise is this one, and if we will mix these two things, then the output is this one. You can see how the noise is obstructing the signal from transmitting the signals from this to this. So, obviously the signal plus noise has the output as this one. That means we are sending this signal, the data is transmitted in this way, but it is received in this way. You can see what are the values and what are the values over here. You can see that there are two obstructions in the data. That means we are missing some bits over here because of noise. So, noise is very dangerous because noise creates and it is unavoidable. So, we cannot avoid the noise over here. It is due to the electrons, movement of electrons in the wire. So, the signal plus noise will become this signal, and the received signal will have the values as this. So, our original data is this one and we get the data as this one. So, you can clearly see over here that how much the data is affected from the sender side to the receiver side due to noise. So, this is all about your noise. So, next we will be moving to the crosstalk. So, similarly crosstalk is a noise that is caused by the inductive coupling between two wires. They are close to each other. Sometime when talking on the telephone, you can hear another conversation in the background. So, this is termed as your crosstalk. So, you must have faced crosstalk in your life at least once. Means suppose, for let us say an example, I am calling to a friend, he received the phone, but actually some other people are talking. So, without recognizing, suppose I terminated the phone. So, again I will call my friend, I will ask him who received your phone, because it was not you. So, my friend will tell that no, I have not received the phone, I have not got any call, and I got a call from your number, but someone else is talking from your phone in some different language. So, this is all about your crosstalk. Crosstalk means suppose I am calling to my friend and another person is calling to another one. So, we get connected crosswise. That means I will get connected to this person and my friend will be connected to the other person. This is known as your crosstalk, and this happens because of the frequencies. Let us say another example, suppose you are listening to radio. So, there is an radio channel, suppose let us say 92.7, but when you will move the cursor or move the tune to 92.5, you can clearly listen some voice of 92.7. Again, when you will move to 92.6, the sound will be more clearer. At 92.7, it will be played perfectly. Again, in 92.8, you can hear a little sound over there. So, why if I am having 92.7 as the radio channel, then how I am getting the sound at 92.5 and 92.6? Because when the frequencies get closer, they merge up. So, this is the main demerit of frequency or the wave. So, crosstalk actually occurs due to this reason only. When the frequencies are getting closer, they merge up. You can clearly see the image over here. The image clearly shows the crosstalk. That means one is in this phone, another one is in this phone, and another one is in this phone. So, all these people are trying to connect with some different peoples, but when their frequencies or wave are traveling in a single area, they are getting merged up. You can clearly see over here. As their frequencies are getting closer, so all the waves are getting merged. That means they are getting crosstalk. As I was telling about the radio channel. So, 92.7 is the original channel, but in 92.5 and 92.6 you are getting some signals of 92.7. It is because of the crosstalk only, because the frequency has the demerit of getting merged when they are getting closer to each other. So, this is all about your crosstalk, that when many signals with the consequent frequencies come closer, they get merged, and this is known as your crosstalk, which means that the voice of one person has been merged or is coming to or interfering to other ones. So, these are all about your transmission impairment. So, transmission impairment, as we have discussed, it is the problems or it is the obstruction which we face during the transmission of data from the sender to the receiver. So, while transmitting, whatever problems we face, it is broadly categorized into 4 categories. First one is your attenuation, second one is your delay distortion, third one is your noise, fourth one is your crosstalk. So, attenuation is the loss of energy which we face while transmitting the signal. That means, the signal which move forward has get the energy level in a decreasing order. Similarly, in delay distortion, the audio signal or video signal, they get delay from each other. So, they cannot be, they are unable to get transmitted or received simultaneously. So, one of the signal gets delayed, this is known as your delay distortion. Third one is your noise. So, any thermal noise which we are getting from the movement of electrons within the wire are termed as your noise, and the last one is your crosstalk. So, whenever the frequencies are getting closer, the frequencies or the nearby frequencies get merged with each other, resulting in crosstalk. That means, one person voice is obstructing the voice of others. So, these are all about today's class. Thank you.